Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Backline EQ. I'm here with Craig, one of the owners of DayDream Winery here in Rock Creek, Ohio. Northeast Ohio is full of wineries all over the place in this area, and this is one of the newer ones.
Yes,
You started in 22, is that right?
23 actually. August of 23 is when we open.
Okay, all right. So, what sets your winery apart? Can you give me a little bit of insight into your place here?
So I think our niche is definitely our mead, our product. But honestly, what I think sets us apart is our vibe.
Yeah,
We have from what our customers that are now friends come in, uh, have a saying that it feels like we're hanging out in a friend's backyard, which we do live here.
it does kind of feel that way
Yeah.
too.
But yeah, besides the product itself, which we sell mead, make and sell mead, which no other winery does that in the area, and there's 33 wineries.
Good to know.
But it's treating people the way we want to be treated when we go somewhere.
Sure.
So that is probably what sets us apart.
Sure. And do you make the wine
I
here?
do.
You do.
Yep.
And how long have you been doing that?
I've been making wine since about 2017, and funny little tidbit on that is Mitch, that's playing in there right now,
Yeah.
got me into winemaking.
Is that right?
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes.
6 degrees of separation. It happens all the time. So tell me a little bit more about the musical end of things, because my channel is a musician's channel.
Hmm.
Part of what I'm doing is kind of looking at the venues that my friends play at. And one of the things that I notice, as far as I would be concerned, is easy load in for those musicians that come in. You've got a nice big garage door back there that kind of helps
Yes.
facilitate load in, and you've got a nice little space set aside for those musicians. The one thing I did notice when I was in there is the acoustics are actually set up pretty well.
We did have to get sound panels initially when playing in there. It was the sound was bouncing around a little bit, and we did spend a decent amount of money to bring in sound panels and put those on, and those do seem to help.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Metal seems to have this thing where it bounces around,
Right.
everything like that.
Right.
I understand that you're a musician as well.
I am.
Yes. So
I
tell
am.
me a little bit about your background.
So I'd never picked up a musical instrument before until I was age 43.
Is that right?
Yes. And I picked up the guitar, and just I had some other stuff go on to where the guitar became my new drug.
Okay, gotcha.
We'll put it that
Gotcha.
way. And it was just therapy. And then I started going to open mics, and believe it or not, I went to Mitch's open mics. And pretty soon I just took to it to where I ended up gigging at a lot of the wineries and gigging down at Geneva on the Lake. And that's how a lot of the whole idea of the winery coming about, is because I was able to take in what these other wineries are doing and thinking we had a pretty cool backyard area and stuff like that. That is this something that we could do here?
Sure.
So
sure.
that's kind of how. And now I get up and I'll play the cajon, or sometimes I'll get up and sing. It just all depends.
It's a pretty cool backstory for somebody to go from one thing to another, opening up a winery at your place. So, are you a seasonal winery? Are you open all year?
We're open all year except for January. We close in January. The wineries out here are just not that busy.
Yeah.
And that gives us a break, because Susie's still a full-time nurse.
Yes.
And that gives us a chance to get caught up on bottling, any little repairs that we might have to do, and just to get away.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music are we looking at here? Are you looking at only duos, trios, or do you expect that you'll have full bands? What are you thinking?
So, guy that just walked by is a drummer for a band, and we did hire him. So the little pavilion that's right there, that's where we do our outdoor music in.
Okay.
But inside, we have had trios with the drum set that you can turn the volume up or down.
Sure,
Electronic drum
Sure.
set. Otherwise, it's just way too much for a drum set in there.
Sure, of course.
So singles, duos, and then outside, we can go up to 4 or 5.
I see.
And we book up fast. We start booking in December and finish in January. So we're
right?
booked all the way through the season now.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Well, if you're out in Ashtabula County and you're on Route 66 in Rock Creek, Ohio, which there's not a whole lot going on here except DayDream Winery. So stop in, try a bite to eat, have some wine, sit down, listen to some good music. And thanks a lot, Craig. I appreciate
Thank
you
you, Frankie.
taking the time to talk to me.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Uh-huh.
This place is pretty cool, kind of tight. God, we're busy already though. So I'm here to see my friend Melissa and a newfound friend, I'm sure, named Mitch. And they're going to do a duo tonight here at DayDream Winery. This place has a lot to offer. It is still kind of cold out, and I'm going to say that probably come May, you're going to see quite a bit of activity out here. Spacious, outdoor. Ashtabula County is known for its wineries, and this just so happens to be one of the newer ones. From a musician's perspective, this isn't a bad gig. There's a nice wide garage door that allows easy load in and load out. And in the summertime, this door would be opened up so that the fresh air could come in. I can smell food, little snacks going on. All kinds of people here on a Friday night getting ready to enjoy some locally sourced wines. So this is one of those places that I can't wait to come back to in the summertime because it's got a really cool vibe out here. There's a beautiful lake that sits off to the side there. And it even looks like there's a bar across the way that you can kind of bring your wine out and enjoy some time upon the lake. And then there's plenty of seating too. And I think that this is going to be quite a nice place to visit in the summertime. Warmer weather. I'm going to try some of that meat that Craig talked about.